like a year now. So you've kind of
Mm,
come. Was it a year? Like a year?
it's
Longer?
been 5 months since our divorce. Not
Okay,
even
so 5 months
6
since
yet.
divorce. Okay.
Yes.
So 5 months since the divorce. What made you now come out with the information at this point? Is it because you found out just now, or was it something that just
No.
okay?
I knew, I found out 3 days before after the altar started filming, and I immediately wanted a divorce, but my mom made me pause and like, Iyanna, you're making a rash decision. I'm not saying don't leave him or leave him. What I am saying is make sure you have a clear head when you do it.
Mm,
And so I know some people get over cheating, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I can be one of those people, knowing damn well I already said that it was a deal breaker for me, but it was a marriage. So I wanted to try to push through and try to work it out, but he continued to show me that he likes to live in the gray, and that's just not okay for me. I want to be able to trust my husband. So after my year mark, and I gave myself a deadline, I was like, I just want to give him a year, and I want to see what happens. And then I
mm,
was like, bro, I can't do this. I can't do it. And so I asked for a divorce. But then once the divorce happened, I immediately went into protection mode, and it took me a while to detach as his wife. I felt like I still owed him something to a degree, because that level of commitment is like insane. And so I protected him for a while, but it started to eat at me that I had this podcast and I had this audience where I talk about healing and trauma and relationships, and I couldn't be honest about that. And I mean, I was going through it behind the scenes, and so I felt like at some point, like, bro, I can't protect you anymore. And the crazy part is we had this conversation. I told him that eventually I felt like I was going to get to this point. He said, no, it's okay. Like, you talk about it. You don't have to protect me. And now I realized after the fact that that was also manipulation.
mm.
But I mean, like, it is what it is, man. But and in some ways, I'm happy it's out there. At the same time, I don't want him to get flack for this because it makes it harder for someone to grow. But I mean, it is what